This is our cordless phasing tool, part number PD800W. What we've done is eliminated the cable between the reference probe and the meter probe. We've replaced it with two antennas that communicate wireless from one probe to the next. The back plates on the two probes are exactly the same. 5-position selector switch, off in the first position for storage and transit. Second position is DEG for angular degrees displacement between the phases. The third position is URD for underground voltage detection. Fourth position is overhead for overhead voltage detection. And the fifth position is to test the unit. The PD800W can be used for phasing any voltage, whether it be secondary, capacitive test points, primary, or transmission voltage. We're going to demonstrate that here at our facility. We have three single-phase pad mount transformers. We have A phase, B phase, C phase. We'll attach our reference probe to the first transformer. The next phase is B phase. We get a blue light, 120 degrees. The next phase is C phase. We get a red light, and we're measuring approximately 240 degrees. N phase, we read approximately 0 degrees and a white light. Now we're going to use the PD800W to phase capacitive test points. Before we phase, you can use the reference probe as a single point voltage detector to determine if the test point's energized prior to phasing. So we get a white light indicating that this elbow is energized. Moving to the next elbow, same thing. We get a white light, we're energized. And the last, we get a white light, so we're energized on all three elbows. Now we can begin to phase. We have a white light and a blue light. We're measuring approximately 120 degrees. And now we're measuring two test points. We got a white light. We're measuring approximately 4 degrees. So that indicates that these two are in phase. We have the PD800W phasing tool. It also serves as a voltage detector for all primary from 4 kV to 69 kV. We're measuring underground, so we have both positions in the URD position. Okay, so we're going to use the meter probe as a voltage detector. Make direct contact. Okay, on our 7200 volt line, we're measuring about 6 kV on this bushing. Same on the bottom bushing. The same on the other transformer. You can also phase by voltage. We verified that each transformer is energized. And we'll put both probes. Now we're representing 12 kV and a red light, which is obviously out of phase, over to the other bushing. Now we're measuring approximately 0 volts. We have two white lights indicating that the two bushings are in phase. The next position is the overhead position, which we'll be demonstrating outside with Joe. And the last position is the test position, momentary. In this position, it tests a light sequence. It momentarily displays 510 plus or minus 5 and displays the internal battery voltage. Right now we're measuring 8.6 volts. This verifies that the unit has sufficient battery voltage so you can begin work.
All right, we have the PD800W meter, our wireless phasing meter, and I have the meter in the overhead position, and I'm going to demonstrate phasing with this meter. First, I want to check and see to make sure I have voltage on every phase before I phase with it. I'm going to take the meter probe and check every phase for voltage. I'm reading approximately 8 kV, 8 kV, and 8 kV on this side of the switch. I'm going to now move to the other side of the switch. I have 8 kV, 8 kV, and 8 kV here. Now I'm going to put my reference probe on this side of the switch and note the reading on the meter probe, and I read 0 volts with a white light. The white lights work independent of the voltage reading, so basically I have two readings telling me that I'm in phase. I can now close the switch. Okay, I'm now going to put the reference probe up and note the reading. I'm reading 16,000 volts with a red light, and that's telling me that I'm out of phase. All right, I want to demonstrate phase sequencing with the PD800W. So I want to first flip the switch positions to the degree position. Next, what I want to do is I want to place my reference probe on a phase. It doesn't really matter which phase I pick. And then phase from there. So if I want to phase sequence this side of the switches and my reference probe is on that phase, I can place my meter probe here. I get a blue light, 126 degrees, and a red light, 238 degrees. Okay, so that tells me that my phase sequence is from the outer phase to the middle phase to the far phase. Okay, this is a PD800W. I have the reference probe in the degree position on primary voltage. I'm now going to come to the other side of the switching cabinet with the meter probe in the degree position and demonstrate phasing to capacitive test points from primary voltage. Give A phase a white light, B phase a blue light, and C phase a red light. This is our LED version of the meter probe, the PD800W meter probe. We replaced the LCD screen meter with LEDs, and this makes it more visible in light conditions.